Alright, what's up? Xanaro Gaming here. This is going to be a deck profile and a giveaway. The giveaway will be shown shortly, and the deck profile is going to be over a green hybrid deck. It's the first deck that I have built so far for this meta that I'm comfortable with, done a lot of playtesting with, and that I like a lot. So we're going to start off with the X. It's going to be the 3 Minomon and the 2 Pinamon. Minamon, when attacking, attack one of your opponent's Digimon, gain 1,000. Really, really good. We're going to be trying to swing into a lot of our opponent's Digimon in a lot of cases, and so that boost will be easy to get off. And then the Pinamon, when attacking opponent's Digimon, lets you draw a card, which is also super, super good. Building the deck around being super aggressive and very consistent. So that's the build I went with. That's going to be the X. To start off the rookie lineup, Best Boy, Okomon. 4 of these. I think if you're running a hybrid deck, you're almost always going to run 4 of these. It's a lot of advantage. You play the card on play, reveal top 5. You add a card with hybrid or a tamer in your hand so you can get both of them. So you can +2 off of it. And then the other effect that's really, really good, which works a lot in this deck to make this a lot of free when you go into your hybrids, is the when you digivolve on top of a tamer, you get to gain 2 memory, which is super awesome. Makes a lot of your plays very, very free, and you can get a lot of advantage through it. Really, really good. Love Okomon. Super, super good card. The next one is the Nemon, and I do not see a lot of people playing this in their hybrid decks. I'm not sure why yet. He's really, really good. He helps a lot. He helps you recur a lot of your tamers. On play, you may play one tamer with a card inherit effect from your hand without playing its memory cost. Comes up a lot, especially in this deck. Obviously, going to be running the JPs. And then once per turn, one of your Digimon with the tamer card Digivolution card is deleted, you may play one tamer card from your trash without paying its memory cost. Comes up a lot. If you have the Nemon, the Bokomon out in the field a lot, and you have a hybrid with a tamer underneath it, it gives a lot of advantage. Love the Nemon. Super good. I've tried playing it at 3. At 3, it does get a little cloggy because it's supposed to. Pokemon, his advantage isn't immediately. You have to have a setup of it. If you have both of these set up, you're just going to recur a ton of advantage against your opponent. All right, next up on the rookie count, I'm doing the 2 of the Tentamon from the BT1. In this meta with the hybrids, going against a lot of these cards, I think this Tentamon does a lot to help you get over these cards and get them off the field. When attacking, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon with 3,000 DP or less. They're both 3,000 DP or less, so you can essentially go into any of your champions on top of him, and then swing to be able to suspend, and hopefully be able to kill one of them afterwards as well. Super good. Only playing the 2 of, and I love it. Really, really good card. The next rookie is the Agumon, the BT2 Agumon. Really good, just the generic your turn 1000 DP. I like this over the Palmon boost or any of the other Digimon, only because a lot of times you'll find yourself not able to attack into the Digimon initially, and so just having that generic boost goes a long way, and I want it to be relevant all the time. So as soon as your turn comes out and you Digimon on top of him, you get that boost, which comes up a ton. Very, very standard, good green rookie. Next one coming up is going to be the Betamon. This is going to be the new Betamon for BT7. Super good card, a lot of value, lets you get another Digimon. So on play, reveal the top of the card of your deck, add 1 green level 4 Digimon or 1 green Tamer card among them to your hand, place the remaining at the bottom of your deck. One key thing with this Betamon is that it has to be a level 4 Digimon. If you're playing with the green deck or against the green deck, make sure you know that it only gets level 4s, so your opponent doesn't sneak an advantage off you, grabbing just level 4 or lowers. It has to be a level 4, and you only get one or the other. Super good card. A lot of people aren't playing the Betamon. I think it helps with the consistency, and like I said, in this build for me, I'm just trying to make this very consistent, very quick, and just trying to get a lot of advantage where I can. And that is it for the rookie count. So obviously in hybrid decks, you count your hybrids almost, or your tamers, as almost rookies. So the rookie count is a little lower than you would in most decks, but I promise it's super consistent. If you try this build out, please let me know. I'll be doing 2 of the Arbormon. Just trying to see as many hybrids in the deck. I run a higher count of a lot of the other green hybrids. So the Arbormon's just, a generic one. Digivolve this onto one of your green tamers as if it was a level 3 Digimon. It only costs 2, so it comes up a good bit too. And the 5K comes up a good bit as well. Like I said, if you're able to go into the Tentamons to spin and you're able to swing over these guys, it's pretty good. Alright. Now getting into the hybrids, we are going to run the 4 of Beetlemon and the 4 of Metal Kabuterimon as the 4s. 4 maxing out on both of them, super, super good. They give you a lot of advantage. We'll go into the Beetle first. When Digivolve over the top 5 cards of your deck, add 1 card with Hybrid and its trait and JP among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom. Super, super good card. A lot of advantage. Like I said, I'm just trying to recur a lot of advantage in this deck, get going with my plays, and then just, be super aggressive, as aggressive as possible. And obviously just the hybrid effect, being able to Digivolve on top of the green tamer. And then the Metal Kabuterimon, when Digivolve in a card of hybrid or JP, is in this Digimon's Digivolution card. Suspend where your opponent's Digimon with 6,000 DP or less. He's obviously one of the main aggressors I'm going with this deck. I love to see the Metal Kabuterimon. I always want to see it. And the Tamer to Digivolve. And then the 6,000 DP is a big threshold in this meta right now. A lot of the other hybrids will be, 5 or less. And then if you're going to any of the enablers of the hybrids, the Neomon or Bokos, and they're on the field, you can Digivolve into it, the Metal Kabuterimon, suspend, swing into it, and then you're getting some of their pieces off the board. Also really good getting rid of some of the, troublesome pieces that other people will play against you. A lot of the stun cards, whether it be the DP reduction cards or, not gaining memory for only taper effects. So super good, helps you be a lot of aggressive, really, really aggressive, helps you recur a lot of your advantage. Those are the champion hybrids. We're also running 2 more champions. The Kabuterimon, the 1 cost from the BT1. This Digimon gains 1,000 DP for every suspended Digimon your opponent has. Really, really good. The reason we're running this one is because it's a 1 cost. And you do want to have a champion that you can go into that is only 1 just in case you are getting choked out by those stunning effects. And he helps you kind of get around that and still be able to make some of your plays that you want to, being able to Digivolve on top of the Tentamon or the Agumon and be able to put a little pressure, and him only costs him 1. Just a good consistency piece, and I think, being the 5K helps a ton a lot in a lot of matchups. But just to be as super consistent as possible, I like the Kabuterimon at the 2. And then obviously, the king of the deck, why I think this deck is super, super good as well, is the Rhino Kabuterimon Hybrid. He's 8,000 DP, kind of beefy. The play cost at 9 is one thing. You're not really hard playing a lot of your hybrids, hopefully. You don't have to. But when attacking, if you have a hybrid or Insectoid in its trait, this Digimon Digivolution cards, you can Digivolve Digimon with Insectoid or 10 words in its trait from your hand for a memory cost of 3, which is super, super good. Helps you get around a lot of the higher costs for some of the dudes later. And then being an Insectoid is really, really important for a spicy pick we got going on later. Really good. Love the Rhino Kabuterimon. Super strong. Have to run 4 of the hybrids, and then like I said, I'm just running the other Arbo at 2 to help my account, and I always want to see them. The other switch for the 5 that we're going with is a Akuamon. So I'm running the Akuamon for the same reason I'm kind of running the Kabuterimon. You want to have cards you can go into that are low cost, that aren't having to be on top of your tamers. And I think the Akuamon and the Kabuterimon really facilitate that ability to do that. Him only being 2 costs, and then his inheritable is really, really good. When this Digimon deletes an opponent's Digimon and balance survives, you gain a memory. So you're able to manipulate your memory even more than you already are with all these cards. And it just helps with consistency being able to go into 2. Like I said, if you ever have to even put him on top of I've put him on top of some of my hybrids before just because I needed to get that extra, search, the draw, and just, try to go through my deck as quick as possible. And he helps a ton. And like I said, this inheritable comes up a lot. A lot of times, you'll find yourself going into the bigger guys, swinging, deleting someone, and then being able to gain that memory is super, super good. And have to run the 4 Beetlemon. Super, super essential to the deck. He's obviously the 10 warrior in here. Really, really good. Your turn, once you turn one of your Digimon with 10 warriors or hybrid straight. Delete some opponent's Digimon and battle survive. You get the trash, top card of the security. The main reason I'm running this deck is because of him. I love it. I think it's very aggro, really good into a lot of the matchups. A lot of the other hybrid decks have a lot of tricky things and security that you're going to be checking, whether it be blue and getting memory, or yellow, playing out the tamers, or even some of the spell cards that could hurt you in it. He really helps you just, you doesn't matter what's in security. As long as you're killing something, you get the trash, then the next hit. I mean, he's pretty beefy too, and he's going to be pretty strong, especially if you're going into him from a rookie lineup up too. So really, really good card. Love the Ancient Beetlemon. And the spice pick that I put for one of my other sixes is the Hercules Kabuterimon. It's able to go into from the Rhino because it's an insectoid. And a lot of times you'll find yourself wanting to digivolve first before you attack. Sometimes this isn't relevant enough to always be your play to want to attack, then digivolve, and a lot of times to end your turn. A lot of times you'll be set at 3, so you'll want to digivolve into the Metal Kabuterimon or the Hercules Kabuterimon a lot of times, and then he'll help facilitate some of your plays because when digivolving, if you have a Chamber in play, you can suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, which is really, really, really good. In your turn, when this Digimon deletes an opponent's Digimon in battle and survives, gain a memory. And like I said, if he's on top of Quagumon, you're gaining 2 memory, you get to go back into your turns. That's enough to go into another hybrid and swing and get a lot of plays going. I really like it so far. The only thing that I would want more is the TP to be a little bit higher. Like I said, if you're suspending something, a lot of times you're not checking the security, you're hitting the Digimon. Most of the times 11s is enough, especially if you're getting a boost off of someone else. But I love the Hercules Kabuterimon. Really, really good card. For the Tamers, we're going to be running the 4JP. Super essential. Him being able to let you reduce the digivolution cost of them by 1 is amazing. He's super, super good. And then the piercing comes in to where you're able to get those extra checks when you're swinging in here. And like I said, he helps facilitate the deck to be super aggressive to being able to pierce, which your Ancient Beetlemon plays, which is just absolutely amazing to be able to swing, trash, pierce, get that extra check, and just helps you be really, really aggressive. For the Tamers, I'm going with the 2 Kin. I'm going with the Kin over a couple of other ones because I like that the Kin, like I said, I'm trying to manipulate the memory, really get this deck going to be super fast and consistent, and I think the Kin does that a little bit better than some of the other Tamers. And he just says when one of your green or blue Digimon leads opponent's Digimon in battle and survives, you gain another memory. And like I said, if you have him out, the Kabuterimon, and the Quagmon on top, you're getting 3 memory, and it really just helps you go through your plays really, really quick and just be aggressive, and I'm trying to end the game super fast. And for the other Tamers, we got the Mimi and the Izzy Izumi. I'm playing one of each of these. I only want to see one of each. The Mimi can come up a lot of times with the hatching, with the little 5 or higher in play, but I only want to see it once. A lot of times the one you're mainly going to be trying to digivolve into is the JP, obviously. But the Mimi helps facilitate faster game pace if you are able to get into the 5s quick. And then the Izzy, when one of your opponent's Digimon becomes suspended during your turn, specifically during your turn, you get to gain a memory. Like I said, I'm trying to facilitate trade, like gain the memory to be able to go faster in our plays. And I think Izzy helps me be able to do that, especially him only being a 2 cost, which comes up a lot. And sometimes you have to play that Izzy for 2 and then make your plays higher. This is the deck. I like it right now. Like I said, it's very aggressive. You get kind of a stunny control base, being able to suspend the Digimon, attacking into them. And I really, really like this. The side deck helps you change this deck in a different manner, and I'll go over the side deck next. We're going to be playing the 2 Ancient Troymons, 2 Cherrymons, 2 Kabuterimons, the 3 Terriermons, and a Hidden Potential discovered. The reason I'm going with this lineup is because I want my main deck and the way the style plays to be super aggressive and consistent. And then with this package of here with the blockers and the Ancient Troymon and the Terriermon, if you need to turn the deck into a slower paced, grindy, stunny deck, you can. Just with this setup, switching out the Kabuterimons through a couple of the lower rookies here, and then just be able to switch out whichever, one of each of the hybrids that you think. I like this. It's worked out for me so far. I think it helps change the deck, and a lot of times I like to utilize the side deck as a way to change the playstyle of your deck because I'm already facilitated this deck to be really, really, really aggressive. But that's the deck there. A couple other cards that you might be wanting to play are the Pedaldramon from the BT6. Really, really good card if you want to put that in there. Like I said, a different rookie you could play is when attacking the Palmon. When you attack opponent's Digimon, this gets 2000 DP for the turn. Also really good card. I think Dino Memory Boost and Thunder Laser also could be cards that you could play in your green deck if you want to kind of change it up. I decided to go with this lineup because I said I'm trying to be super consistent and quick as possible. Let me know what you guys think about the deck if you try it out. I'm going to be giving away this Digimon Digivolve Champions card. Just like, subscribe to the page. It'll enter you in to win, and after a week, I'll just put everyone's name into a raffle and then give off the gift that way. But I hope you guys like the deck profile, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.